Later today, a Tennessee council is expected to vote on the future of Justin Pearson, one of those two state representatives ousted last week as a result of leading gun law protest on the state legislative floor. This was the scene on Monday, moments after Justin Jones, the other ousted representative, was sworn in again. NBC News correspondent Blayne Alexander joins us now from Memphis, Tennessee, with whether or not Pearson may have a similar fate. Blayne, the council is voting later today. What are we expecting to happen?
Well, Ellison, good morning to you. That's right. They are going to be voting at 1:30 here local time at a specially called commission meeting here behind me. It is going to require 7 votes of the 13 commissioners in order for Pearson to be sent to the seat from which he was booted last week. And already a couple of commissioners at least have come out and said that they publicly plan to support him. Now, he's also going to be walking into that meeting today with a public show of support. A few hours before this meeting is set to begin, there's going to be a rally at the nearby Civil Rights Museum here in Memphis. And then those supporters are going to march over, and attend that commission meeting. So we certainly expect to see a show of support. We're expecting the possibility of some public comment around all of this. And remember, this is something that's garnered a lot of attention, not just here in Tennessee, but from around the country. Now, as for the timing of this, we're waiting to see what that would look like if he is reinstated, how quickly he could be sworn in. And it's very possible, Ellison, that we could see those two ousted but now possibly reinstated lawmakers back on the floor for session tomorrow morning.
Wow. The second person, Representative Jones, who was sworn back into the state legislature yesterday, is he fully back in office? Are all of his responsibilities as they were 3-4 days ago?
Well, he's there on an interim basis. And so what that means is that, yes, the council sent him back there, but there still has to be a special election. The governor has to decide when that's going to take place, likely in one of the summer months to come. But remember, this is something that he has said that he fully plans to run for his old seat. Pearson, if he is appointed on an interim basis, says that he'll do the same thing as well. Already, Democrats here in the state are raising money to help make sure that they get those seats back. And all indications, Ellison, are that they will, because remember, they're running for the same seats that they recently just won not too long ago.
And all of this series of events, it stemmed from protest over new gun laws following that horrific school shooting last month. We understand Tennessee's governor signed an executive order that relates to tightening gun laws. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So Governor Bill Lee did sign an executive order yesterday, essentially strengthening background checks for people who purchase guns. He also made a strong call to lawmakers here in the state. He wants the legislation to take up with a so-called red flag law, essentially something that would keep guns out of the hands of people who have been deemed dangerous to themselves or a danger to others. Here's what he said when he signed that executive order yesterday. Take a look.
If we're going to get something accomplished that's here to date been incredibly difficult, if not virtually impossible to do, it's going to require coming together, laying down our previously held positions potentially, and it really is just going to require finding the things that we agree upon together and moving forward with those things, and I suspect the chairman will do that.
Now, as for finding things to agree on, that's what he was saying. Remember, the legislature here is led by Republicans, both chambers. It's still yet unknown, whether or not they will take up that legislation and what that could possibly look like before the end of the session. Ellison.
All right, Blayne Alexander, thank you for your reporting as always.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.